Excitement here at Headingley today. Leeds and St Helens. Murky weather. Leeds have got great expectations. They're known as the biggest spenders in West Yorkshire since Viv Nicholson, the Castleford Pools winner, and they're looking for a return on that money. They bought 3 Australians, and they're hoping that they'll do the business for them. Mal Reilly in charge, of course, now. Well known in these parts for his Castleford days. And the teams are Leeds, fullback, number 1, Gary Spencer. Number 2, Carl Gibson. Number 3, Gary Schofield. Number 4, David Stevenson. Number 5, John Basnett. Number 6, Cliff Lyons. Number 7, Ray Ashton. Number 8, Lee Crooks. Number 9, Colin Maskill. Number 10, Hugh Waddle. Number 11, Roy Powell. And 12, Mark Brooke Cowden, with David Heron, Paul Medley or Sam Bacco as the substitutes. St Helens, number 1, Phil Vivers. 2, Kevin McCormick. 3, Sean Allen. 4, Paul Laughlin. 5, David Tanner. 6, Shane Cooper. 7, Mark Bailey. 8, Tony Burke. 9, Mark Lee. 10, Stuart Evans. 11, Paul Forber. 12, Roy Haggerty. And 13, Bernard Dwyer, with Large and Fieldhouse being the substitutes. As I said earlier, Leeds are looking for a return on that large investment that they've made. They've been beaten by Widnes twice so far this season, but they beat Swinton, and then they had a convincing victory over Bradford Northern in the Yorkshire Cup last week. They now line mid-table with close rivals Wakefield and Castleford, clipping them in the number 1 and 2 positions consecutively in the Stones Bitter League Division 1. Leeds to kick off, Schofield. Strong run in there and determination by Lee Crooks as to what's going to happen in the rest of the game. Using the forwards, Tony Burke involved there. Play the ball. Oh. Didn't quite work. Laughlin looking for something that wasn't there. Kick here from Vivers. Way up. It's a good catch. Good catch by Basnett. Off he goes. Down the middle. No one in support. Tackled by the scrum half Bailey. Good piece of play, gained some ground. Out to Crooks. Short crop tear. Built like a tank. They build tanks in Leeds. He looks like he's just come off the production line. Hugh Waddell taking 3 with him. Play the ball to Maskill. Gary Spencer involved. Crooks again, in the middle of everything. Knocked him off like he wasn't there. Takes 3 to hold him down again. Kick here, scrum half, Lyons, anybody's ball. It's tied, well caught by the fullback, Weavers. He's away, no he's not. Anybody's game at the moment, taking a little bit of a while to settle down. Leeds have got the advantage by the geography of the pitch, as it were. And doing some strong tackling, Forber there, knocked down. Nowhere to go. Bailey. Kick again here. Number 4. Paul Laughlin. Way up. That's a difficult ball to chase. Spencer's on the end of it. He gets it again. He's got to turn quickly and to run. Gets past 1. No, he doesn't. Tackled by wingman Sean Allen. Infringement off the ball there. The ref's blown up. And the advantage to Leeds. Kick for Schofield rather. Ooh, a fist went in there. It looked like a fist went in there from Stuart Evans. The crowd saw it, the linesman saw it too. It's going to be a ticking off here by the looks of it. prop. Clearly made his intentions known there. He's been getting a talking to by the referee. Slightly lucky, I think, to get away with just that. Leeds have the advantage. Schofield again to kick. Easy and safe down to the into the stands, that end of the pitch. Tried to take the advantage with a new ball there, but the referee calls back. Using Wardell a lot. Seems to be trying to pierce the St Helens defence with this big man. Put Cowden there. Put Cowden involved. Up to Heron. Crook's involved. Oh, lost the advantage. He looked for him, but he wasn't there. Still, they're keeping St Helens pinned down in this quarter of their half. They're on the break now, but they don't look to have anything going for them at the moment. They seem to run into a vast sea of blue jerseys as soon as they make the break. To the hooker. Haggerty. Lost the ball. Play on, says the referee. Very brave collect by Gary Spencer. Could have got a boot there. Gets it away to the scrum halfway Ashton and away to Crooks again. He's involved in everything. Over to Stevenson. Back inside. Crooks again. Feeding him all the time. It usually takes 2 or 3 people to knock him down. Ashton throws it wild. Schofield on a run. Pretends to go one way. Comes a cropper. Into Ashton again. Back to Brooke Cowden. He fangs off one tackle. Gets involved with another though. Maskill away to Schofield. Schofield tries to kick down this bottom end. It's going to go in. No, well collected. But a foot in touch. The linesman saw it. Tanner put his foot over the line. The ball did actually go into touch. Scrum down about 3 or 4 yards out from the St Helens line. Ashton to feed. 7 minutes gone, the first scrum of the game. Ashton gets it, collects it to the stand-off. Schofield involved. Runs for the gap. He's going for the gap. Oh, nice tackle. Nearly away there. Great expectation when Schofield gets the ball. Leeds about 2 yards out. Running out of ideas. Ashton involved again. Turns and goes into a brick wall almost. Maskill involved. David Heron. Crooks drops the ball. Play on, says the referee. St Helens possession. Bad pass. Crooks involved again. Out to the wing man. Carl Gibson. Tackled on the outside there. Referee sees an infringement. Linesman saw something, talking with the referee. In the meantime, Cliff Lyons receives treatment. Injured in the middle of the park. Something like his knee involved. No, it's his face. Gum shield maybe connected with his jaw. Referee talking to the St Helens player. And Stuart Evans are ticking off again. Infringement, which I don't quite catch. The linesman saw something, certainly. Leeds possession. David Stevenson comes to collect the ball. Going to take the kick. Sandman, as he's known in these parts, comes out with his bucket of sand, puts it on this precious Headingley pitch. The cricket field next door, absolutely adjacent rather, to this ground, has suffered badly from the rain this past season. But a lot of critics about it. and the groundsman in charge of that is also in charge of the Headingley ground. He says that the Headingley pitch will be good this season. It looks in fair fettle, hence the sand. You don't want it digging up. Stevenson with a kick then. Sideways on, squares it up. Misses, screws it wide. 8 seconds, misses the penalty. Could have put Leeds 2-0 ahead. Out to Powell, Powell to collect, stops it with his left foot, picks it up, looks like Frank Bruno on a run, off he goes, 3 to take him down, gained a good advantage there. Waddell again, running into a sea of white shirts. He's held. Colin Maskell involved. Out to Brooke Cowden. Cowden tackled, halfway line. Crooks again, tries a kick. Speculative chance. Knock on down there. Referee says play on. The crowd felt, I thought it was a knock on. The crowd thought it was. Linesman says no. St Helens with possession down in their own 25 again. It's been Leeds all the way these past 10 minutes. How do they come again, bursting to break through. Looking for an edge, looking for an opening. Not yet found when Leeds have done all the running. Seem to be fitter in some respects, but time will only tell whether that's the truth or not. Oh, nice tackle there by the hooker Colin Maskell. Well done, good tackle. Oh, didn't want the ball. Gave it to Laughlin. Laughlin kicked. Difficult one. Straight out. Not a bad kick. The referee says come down. No, they're not scrum down. Leeds possession. St Helens possession. I do beg your pardon. Oh, right after all, Leeds possession. With Waddell again. Breaks through. Out to Powell. Powell stopped and checked by 2 St Helens players. Maskell involved yet again. Out to Crooks. The scheme maker, the playmaker. Running into trouble. Nothing there for him. Linking it well with Maskell. For an opening. St Helens possession. It's going to be a kick by Laughlin again. Already had a few so far this game. Boots well worn already after only 10-15 minutes. Going right up into the gantry. And hits the roof and bounces back down. St Helens possession down in this side of the pitch. Quickly checked. Evans involved. Good running off the ball there. Dwyer. Mark Lee. Out to Roy Hegarty. He's challenged in the middle of the park. Gets the ball out to the hooker. Turns it round. Head ball. Very well collected after that. Almost akin to a football match, but they're still in possession now. And it's out on the left-hand side here. Laughlin's going for the corner. He hands one off. He's away. He's into touch and well collected there by Spencer. Spencer just happened to see the pass inside, knocked it down, and thankfully for Leeds didn't knock on. Crooks now involved down his own area, 2 yards out. Waddell trying to barge through, looking for an opening. Not going very far though. Leeds on the break, but running into trouble every time. They've gained some good advantage here, have Leeds, from that, from what was probably the most dangerous point of the game as far as they're concerned. Schofield, a kick. It's grabbed around the neck, but manages to get his kicking straight away. Well caught there by the wingman McCormick. Off he goes. Not very far though. Leeds are so good on the break, aren't they? Forward takes the ball himself, no one in front of him. Turns inside. Sean Allen there, back to the hook man. Okay, oh, badly collected. Still St Helens possession. Haggerty. Evans collected, but an infringement. Referee holds up play. Scrum down. First scrum of the game. It's after 15 minutes. Leeds to feed. Ray Ashton inside, collects the ball, hardly went in. Few groans from the crowd that can see. Leeds player injured on the pitch as the game goes on. Can he get up? Yes, he does. It's like his left leg's hurt. Ashton again, trying to get the attack going. Back to the fullback. Spencer checked once more. Play going on all around the injured player, which I think is the hooker, Colin Maskell. It's like his knees giving him some trouble. Leeds still with possession, only about 10 yards from him. Play the ball. Kick from Crooks, rather, coming up here. Well collected. Oh, knock on by the fullback. Spoke too soon. Leeds almost snatched a good advantage there, the fullback dropping it. About 3 Leeds players all ready to charge in on him. Meanwhile, it looks like the hooker's back involved with the game. There's a temporary respite for him. Referee calling, I think, for another ball. There must be something wrong with that one. But we got punctured. On it comes. Leeds in possession again. Ashton out to the standoff. Cliff Lyons, not done much so far, not been involved in much. 17 minutes gone. Back to the scrum back half again. Ray Powell, not gaining much progress. Little scrum half Ray Ashton involved in lots of these play the balls. And straight out to Crooks. Crooks nearly lost possession there, nearly lost possession of his head almost. Cowden with the ball. Play the ball to Ashton. Waddell again, barging his way through. He's not had much success so far. He's always seemed to be attacked by three or four St Helens players as soon as he gets possession. See if something can come from this. Crooks again, quickly out to the centre. David Stevenson running inside. Scrum half over to Ray Powell. Ray Powell in the corner. Ray Powell in the corner. Good try. 17 seconds. No try. Spoke too soon. They gathered the ball off him. I must get my eyes tested. St Helens in possession on their own half. Just snatched the ball from Powell, but Leeds in possession again. Can they make something legitimate here? Schofield, all eyes on him. There's a Jimmy in the corner. Schofield's in. Schofield's over in the corner on the right flank there. Scores a try after I mistakenly led the viewers to believe that they'd done it in the other end. They do it this side now. Schofield after 18 minutes. Showing how tricky he is. Clever little footballer. Great little centre, both for Leeds and indeed when he was with Hull and Great Britain, of course. The successful series down in Australia. Smashing little player, probably one of the fittest men on the pitch. The Leeds crowd echo their sentiments. He's actually going to take the kick as well. And this is quite tricky, narrow angle. This right flank here. No sand required this time. Can improve the advantage. A very difficult kick indeed. Up it goes. It's over. Hell of a good kick. 6 points to 0. Leeds fans turning to soccer chants now for It's rally support for their side. Gibson almost falls into that tackle, launches himself. Into Powell. Powell scrapping and fighting, not wanting to be tackled at all. Waddell again, twisting and turning into a sea of white shirts yet again. Gained something like 5 yards by carrying them with him. Back to Crooks. Crooks loses the ball. Knock on. Rare lapse there from Lee Crooks. Normally very reliable, dependable in those positions. Scrum out. Scrum down. St Helens possession. Sean Allen with the ball. Scrum half taking a piggyback ride there. Little Ray Ashton. It's one way to get him down. Allen again to the hooker. Out to Dwyer. Dwyer tackled. Hooker involved again. It's the big man, Tony Burke. Burke looking for a gap. Wants to feed the ball out. Being held down by his shirt. Referee cautioning. St Helens penalty. Held him down too long. Laughlin to take it. Out comes the sand yet again. Don't mark our pitch, please. It's a real Lancashire-Yorkshire battle, is this? Real grit stuff. Little town, little mining town near Manchester, St Helens. Old pits, colliery houses. Gritty area. Very similar to Castleford in a sense. Chorus of discontent as he kicks it, but it misses. Thought he was there, but he misses the right-hand post. So still 6-0. Leeds with possession again in their own 25. Cliff Lyons to kick. Burke again involved, busy, bustling, trying to get everybody involved with him. He doesn't seem to find a gap at the moment. Stuart Evans. Reiterate my views on Leeds looking a lot fitter side. They seem younger and seem to have an extra man everywhere whenever they're on the break. Don't know whether that's the influence of Mal Reilly. Leeds possession, gives the ball to Schofield. Kicking for the stand again. Into the roof. Into touch. Leeds possession up there, 25 yards from the St Helens line. Colin Maskell with the ball. Feeds Waddell. Waddell ineffective. Time will tell whether he can produce anything. Back to Ashton. Quick feed to Roy Powell. In he goes, but countered, stopped, the 25-yard line. Out to Heron. Heron with Crooks. Crooks turns back. Maskell again to Ashton. Feeds his sidekick, Cliff Lyons. The ball's with Schofield. Schofield. Out to Stevenson. Stephen back inside. Spencer. He's a fingertip away from the touchdown. Oh! Unlucky. Passed it back. Maskell again involved, tackled. Leeds had a chance of a good try there. Sadly, pulled back just before the line. No. Fullback saw it, Vivas saw it. Brave run by Gibson. And as you join us, Stevenson has been taken off. Stevenson's been taken off. And I think Medley has been brought on. Woodall involved. Out to Brooke Cowden. With a few men in rugby league I know with a double-barrelled surname. Turns it inside. Precious ground obtained there. Ashton. Lyons. Inside to Powell. Almost lost his head in that tackle, and the referee's going to have to say something about this. They're calling for the trainer to come on. Tony Burke saying it was my shoulder. I couldn't help it, ref. He's giving him a strong talking to. Partisan Leeds crowds calling for his dismissal. Led off with a caution, very fortunate indeed to have that kind of treatment here. I thought it merited more. Real slap round the face there. Powell, he's a strong lad, he does look like Frank Bruno, but he can't take too many of those on his cheek on a Sunday afternoon. Seems all right now though. Schofield to trying to improve then, his second kick of the game. The ball drops down. Can he make it Leeds 8, St Helens 0? 26 minutes gone. Medley on for David Stevenson. I think David Stevenson was hurt on his knee early on. Seemed to require some treatment, the centre. Schofield improves. 8-0. Medley involved for the first time. He's come on for Stevenson and straight into trouble, but gains good 30 yards there. Kicking and writhing to get up. Doesn't want to stay down too long in this match. Woodall. Ooh, a tackle around the neck. It's a good break here for Spencer. Spencer tripped just at the last, just at the halfway line when it looked like he'd got a free run. But like Linford Christie on his way there. Out to Lyons. Lyons involved. Pushes one off. Jinks back. Gives the ball. Brooke Cowden again. Tumbles over. More advantage. Lyons again. Tries a little chip. It's over the top. Lyons runs for the ball. He collects it. Oh, it's a great catch there by Brooke Cowden. Followed him up well. Great advantage here. Ashton. Crooks. Caught in a noseman's run. Throws the ball anywhere. Heron. Jinks inside. Crooks playing juggling. Up and under. No, knock on. Spencer almost collected, but looked like he was playing netball. Crooks using the tactics of the adversary here, the Castleford adversary, Mal Reilly, famous for his up and unders in his days as a loose forward at Castleford for many years. Just went and played a long spell in Australia. Masterminded the recent Great Britain third Test victory over the Aussies. Crooks comes out of that challenge with a limp. He's hurt his right knee. Challenge of the giants, Crooks and Burke. Two very, very powerful men indeed. Laughlin to kick for touch. Off it goes into the stand again. St Helens advantage. Taken quickly. Run on to Burke. Here's the run on to Burke. The wrong man got the ball again. He's upended. St Helens looking slightly dangerous. Out to the scrum half. Into Bailey. Bailey collects. Wants to carry the ball forward. Can't. Gives it to Shane Cooper. Inside, Paul Forber. The Leeds tackling's really been strong. They're extremely tigerish when they get going down in their own area. Looking for an outlet there, Bailey, but sadly there was no one ready to collect. To Mark Lee. Mark Lee inside. Evans tries to hand off. Gives it back to Lee. Gives it back to Cooper. Out to the wingman, Tanner. Tanner looks for somebody. Finds it. It's in the shape of Fry Haggerty. Haggerty stands still. Couldn't get the ball free. Posse of Leeds men. Kick here by Vivas. Up and under. No one seems interested. He collects it again. Back to Burke. Across. Forber. Up and under again. Vivas lies prostrate on the ground. Well caught there by the fullback Spencer. Vivas has lost a boot. Medley runs into Vivas. Vivas tackles him bootless. Medley again to the back. Woodell barging all huff and puff. Real little stocky fella. Really an interception there. Looking for someone to play to. Cowden on the run. Oh, and a knock on it looked like there. They've lost possession. St Helens have got the ball. End-to-end stuff here. Anybody's guess how this game could go. It's extremely tight. It's still only 8-0. Plenty of time yet. Throws the ball back to be collected by Evans. Has it to go back instead of forward, and he doesn't like that, especially when there's a wingman hanging around his neck in the shape of John Basnett. Off we go again. Bailey throws the ball into no man's land. Three Leeds men on the attack. Tackle them as he was trying to defend. Shane Cooper there. They really do look quick on the break to Leeds. St Helens again. Kick for touch. Cheeky kick. Let it go. Scrum down. Leeds half. 20 yards from the Leeds try area. Ball fed in quickly. Ref wants some action. Gives St Helens possession. There was an infringement there. Beavers involved, the full back. Kicks into touch. Going to try the run. And here they go. Mark Lee passes it back. Forber. Picks himself up, collects himself, gives it to Burke. Straight into three Leeds men yet again. You get the feeling sometimes that they need a break to the wingman to penetrate this Leeds defence. Perhaps this could be it. Oh, he's going down the middle. He's going down the middle there, Forber. Saw the gap. 6 yards away. This could be it. This could be the breaking point for St Helens. To Bernadira. Oh, and it's a collection. It's a collection by Cliff Lyons. He's running the full length of the field almost. He's on his own. Lyons is on his own. Has he got the pace? He's got the scrum half. Mark Bailey's after him. Has he got the pace to do it? Yes, he has. That's almost a full length of the field try there. Cliff Lyons, superb running. Looked round continuously, but no one was with him apart from Mark Bailey. Superb run. Superb run. Great rugby. Just shows how quick Leeds can be when they put their mind to it. They're forever thinking of where the gap might be. Who can go for it? Is it Crooks? Is it Schofield? Or is it this man, Cliff Lyons? Gets a roar of approval from this section of the ground. And a hug from the teammates. Colin Maskell, Roy Powell. Excellent try. Can Schofield improve? Hooks it round, curls it round. It drops over, that further improves Leeds' tally here. It's 14-0. 10 minutes to go in this first half. 14-0 to Leeds. Super try. One of the best tries you'll see all season. And the crowd roar their approval. We are Leeds, they say, but that's not Leeds, that's Into Touch. St Helens looking at depleted stock now. Leeds in command again. Strong running. Can't feed the ball out there, John Basnett. Looked for a man, he wasn't there. Here come Leeds again. Oh, that's superb rugby. That's into Powell. Powell looking for somebody, but no one there. They're so quick on the break. Here's Schofield, looking active. Crooks. Inside to Waddle. It's running again. Plays the ball himself, looks for an advantage, gets through another few yards. Ashton to Lyons. Over to Powell. Powell, there's an infringement, the referee's blown up. But like Medley, the substitute for Stevenson, had made a break there. Strong lad. Referee saw something. It's a scrum down. St Helens possession. About 3 minutes to go now. St Helens in command, but Leeds in charge. In their own half, trying desperately to gain some kind of advantage. They've not had much luck all day. They've tried to go through the middle, they've tried to go through the wings, but Leeds have just been cleverer than them on every occasion. They seem fitter, stronger, more intelligent almost in the view of the game. Off they go now, St Helens. Checked inside, but wherever they seem to run, there's a Leeds player waiting. And if there's not one, there's usually two. Here they come, trying to charge through. Looking for a man, looking around for a man. Almost gave possession to Leeds, and does. Lyons collects. Hanging back there, waiting for the interception, and has got it. He's hurt his ankle or his shin in the process. Schofield, over the top, obstruction. Schofield, so quick-witted, will-o'-the-wisp character. Seem to have a move for every bad move that St Helens have. They seem to be in charge all the time, to Leeds. They seem to be quicker thinking, quicker adapting to the conditions and the circumstances. Schofield now with the ball. He's going to take the kick, he says, as the referee. He'd rather have the kick, ref, than the play on. Out comes the sand again. Can he improve this to 16-0? If so, there's only two minutes to go before half-time. It's a hell of a difference for St Helens to claw back. From my vantage point, I can see Alex Murphy sitting on the touchline, looking hesitant. Really, on the other hand, chatting to his coaching staff. Misses that one though. Still 14-0. Minute to go. Out comes St Helens with Vivers. Down the left. Is there a gap here? No, he's straight into two tackles. Plays the ball. Down the right-hand side. Nearly an interception by Crooks. Makes the ball go awry, but St Helens pick up. It's with Burke. Didn't play the ball correctly, or rather Leeds infringed him, tried to keep the ball away from him while he was playing it, so it's a progress to St Helens. It's a kick again by Laughlin. Pumped high and over the stand, out of the ground. St Helens looking for something just before half-time. Anything to bring a smile to their faces and to their fans' faces. There goes Burke. Back to the hooker, Lee. Inside, Evans. Evans checked. Back to Lee again, looking for advantage. Swivels, Lee again. Back to the standoff, Cooper. Cooper involved. It's his oppo, Mark Bailey. Finally the ball lands with Haggerty. Leeds with possession, but robbed him. Off goes St Helens again. It's with Allen. Allen inside. Dwyer. Dwyer checked by two men. Mark Lee. Lee to Haggerty. Haggerty involved. Haggerty tackled. Haggerty wanting to get up. St Helens wanted to progress and seemed bunched down that right-hand side of the middle of the park there. Inside to Vivers. Vivers out again. There just seems no way they're going to get through. Vivers, though. Vivers stepped over three men. Tackled by Powell. St Helens putting on the pressure. Is there going to be a kick here from Burke? No, it's a shoulder charge instead. He's tackled by three men. He gets the ball out. It's out to Bailey. Bailey tackled. Little wiry character. Off to Cooper. Cooper, Haggerty. Are they over? No. Grounded the ball. It looked there, hopefully for some of the St Helens fans, they thought the Dwyer had put the ball down, but must have been on his back or something. It's Leeds possession. Medley barging through. Strong young lad. Almost taking three people with him. Plays the ball himself. Has another go. Beats one man. Gets tackled by three. Gets up again. Has another try. Gets knocked down again. Full of spirit in running, this chap. Smiles in the face of Haggerty there. Says, you don't hurt me. Off go Leeds again. Ashton, Crooks, not been involved for the last 10 minutes or so. Oh, and that was it. He's playing Pies ball, juggling with it. He kicks on, that's an obstruction, but Schofield's running for it. Schofield's running for it. Collected there by the wingman McCormick. Almost another advantage for Schofield. The linesman calling the referee attention. Must time something about previous play. And with my watch, there shouldn't be much left in this first half. St Helens possession nevertheless. Upsets a section of the Leeds fans. Straight back to their player now. Here he comes, running widthwise. Tries to get the pass in, but gets grounded. And that's the half-time whistle. Leave you at half-time there. Leeds fully in command, 14-0. And I can tell you that there have been a few anxious eyes in Headingley over the past few weeks or so. 50 miles away, Yorkshire rivals and neighbours, Wakefield Trinity, newly up to Division 1 after being promoted last season, are doing wonders. They're marshalled by New Zealanders Steve Eller and Mark Graham. And they've arrived at a fraction of the price that's been spent at Headingley. And there have been a lot of comments made in the local working men's clubs and pubs and clubs around the area as to whether Leeds have been worth it, but they're on the break here. He looks like he's worth his money. This is Medley. Crooks. Tackled on high. Seems to be the only way to fell him these days. Grab him round the neck. Out to Ashton. Waddle again. Pushing and shoving. Looking for an advantage. Leeds seem fully in command at the moment, though. They don't need to change any of the tactics. They seem to be full of ideas, and they've progressed well through that. St Helens, their shirts even look faded and worn at the moment, and along with their ideas, they're jaded to say the least. Here's Schofield with a kick for touch. Out it goes. Just misses the bounce. And going back to the amount of money that Leeds have spent, really, Mal Reilly, the coach, of course, had to be a spendthrift in all his time at Castleford, but he now can afford an almost open checkbook. But he's turned that down. Leeds gain possession from the scrum. Crooks fumbling, collecting. Really he has an open checkbook here almost, but he's just turned down £140,000 to sign the Bradford winger, Phil Ford. And now the other side here today, St Helens could be interested. Off go Leeds again, down the middle, full of ideas. Crooks turns inside, gets the ball round the top of the tackle, inside to Powell. Powell turns, grabbed round the shoulders and felled on the 25-yard line. Scrambles to his feet. Out to Ashton, out to Lyons. Lyons again, looks for support, passes it into no man's land. This could be dangerous here, but collected by Gibson. Gibson looks for a run, but gets challenged by Shane Cooper. Gibson to Crooks. Crooks looks for a kick, gets a cheeky one. Oh, and a knock on there, knock on by McCormick. Too busy looking where he was going to run and didn't realise he'd collected the ball firmly in his grasp. Leeds in possession again, Ashton. Out to Basnett. Oh, good challenge tackle there by Spencer. Spencer looking round, he's going to go himself, he's gone over in the corner there, in the middle of the field rather. Spencer caught it on high, ran, congratulated by his teammates and seemed to take 3 or 4 players with him over the line. Just shows how Leeds are looking for the advantage all the time and seem to get it. Full of ideas, full of running. (18-0). 4 minutes into the second half. St Helens almost clueless at the moment. Talking amongst themselves, almost an after-try conference, wondering where they went wrong, what they can do right, how they can improve. Meanwhile, Schofield improves his side's tally even further. 20-0. Well, Reilly's brought a man over from Australia today, a test prop, Sam Bacco, hoping to make his debut as sub against St Helens. He's known as Slamming Sam, but he's not been needed so far. Perhaps we'll see him come on. Meanwhile, St Helens are substituting 2 players, Kevin McCormick and Stuart Evans, both going off. Large and Fieldhouse replacing them. Ball in Leeds possession. Trapped down like a soccer ball by Medley. Medley goes on the run, sidesteps, runs into 2 players, grounded. Ball with power. Waddle again. Waddle pushing through one tackle, fell by the other. Strong running here. No ideas though. Ball coming to Maskell. Maskell looks for support, gives it to Crooks. Crooks looks for the kick, almost got charged down. Is it going to go into touch? It's going to be collected by Vivas. He puts his foot on it, gives it to the scrum half. Wingman rather. Tanner challenged. Here comes Laughlin again. Roy Powell turns it back to the hooker, Maskell. Laughlin with the ball, on the run. Oh, and it looks like a break here for St Helens. Fieldhouse gives it to Forber. Oh, and a great challenge there. Great collection there by Basnett and Fed Gibson. The possession with Leeds now. Gibson to Basnett. With Crooks turns inside, gives it to Lyons. Lyons out to Schofield. Schofield's on a run. He beats one man. He beats the clawing glimpses of Mark Batty. It's away now. He's going for a try. Medley, easy. He's going to be under the sticks. All from Schofield. A break there from Schofield. Got past Bailey down the right there. Turned it inside, and Medley stretched his legs and under the sticks. It's becoming an almost embarrassing score now, 24 points to 0. What can St Helens do now? They put 2 substitutes on. They nearly had a break there with one of them, Fieldhouse, but sadly, almost seconds later, Schofield, can he make it 26-0? He surely can from here. And the sand's not needed. Over it goes, the flags go up, it's out of the ground. 26 points to 0. And on it comes, there's a roar of approval. On it comes the Aussie Test prop, Sam Bacco, has been unleashed on this ground for the first time. The crowd chant his name, slamming Sam, he's known. He looks like Kevin Ward of Castleford, and indeed he's a close friend of his. Ball with Medley, ticks it up like a football, runs for possession, gets checked, back over the ball, roar of approval as he gets it, hands down, 4 men around him and he's still standing, he's still up, but he's held. Waddle really wants to see these two together, wants to see how effective Waddle and Bacco can be. The ball's with Gibson, he's down the left, he's running for goal by the looks of it. It looks like Linford Christie, but he's fouled. Gives the ball to Schofield, Schofield looking for something. Bacco barges through. Schofield again, gives it to Ashton. Powell. Ashton again. Drop goal attempt there by Lyons. Adventurous, but looked like he stubbed his foot on the ground before the ball dropped. St Helens in possession, looking for something, anything that'll give them an advantage. But this is what happens time and again, robbed of possession. Here he comes, Heron. Inside to Gibson. Gibson sidesteps once, turns, gives it to Lyons. He hands him off, he runs for the post. He's looking round, he's running square. The ball's with... Oh, the ball's free. Looked like Spencer had collected, but St Helens got the break. Bacco pulls him back. Says, you belong down here. St Helens on the break again. It must be so demoralising when they're trying every avenue and yet nothing's happening. Crowd chants Yorkshire. A real counties battle, Red Rose's job this. Only days after the Yorkshire-Lancashire tie. Laughlin. Referee's seen an infringement. Ball with Laughlin. He wipes it. Needs every advantage he can get. Kicks the ball onto the roof. Out it goes. St Helens possession, almost on the middle of the field. Scrum half Bailey turns inside. Oh, and time and again they don't know what they're doing, and the ball ends up with Gibson. You have to be a mind reader to be on the St Helens side to know just how these moves are going to progress. Oh, and then a rare slip by Crooks, but it pushes the ball back and the referee blows up for a knock-on. Crooks tells his teammates to calm down. Nothing's lost. We're still in command, and a healthy command it is. 26 points to 0. Scrum down, St Helens possession. Bailey to feed. Gets the ball back again. Groans from the crowd that the ball didn't go in fully, and immediately Bailey runs straight into trouble. Gets the ball back to Vivers. David Heron trying to get advantage. Kick for the touch there, good kick. Nice try, nice attempt at clawing back some kind of respectability from this game as the crowd chant, Murphy, what's the score? Scrum down. Ashton to feed. Leeds 25. Ball comes out. Ashton looks like he's collected. Feeds it in time to Basnett. Basnett opens his legs. He's running for the line, but he's running into trouble. Great run there, but Leeds lose possession. Ashton following up with a kick that could have done some damage to Fieldhouse and warned by the referee. Possession to St Helens. It's probably the euphoria of the occasion now, not really deliberate. They're in such great command, the Leeds, that you feel that they could do anything and it would work today. St Helens have the ball. A stroke of 4 o'clock. On they charge. Looking to go down the middle, but run into a wall of blue and yellow, as has been the case. Knocked it behind, I think. Oh, the referee says knock on. Scrum down gives the advantage to Leeds. Ashton to feed. Gets the ball inside, gets it back immediately, but the referee says there's an infringement there and he wants it taken again. Didn't go in fully. And again, and a scrap there between the two scrum halves. Ashton, Bailey, contretemps, upsetting one another over the scrums. Lots of critics say the scrums aren't a fair distribution of the ball. The ball hardly ever gets inside to the hooker these days. But what do you substitute in place of it? It's been with rugby for years. Leeds in possession after that kick. On the attack again with Waddle. Sidesteps. It's felled by 2 people. Leeds again to Ashton. Ashton out to Lyons. Lyons involved with Medley. David Heron. Crooks back heels the ball. Referee says something went wrong there. Gives possession to St Helens. Scrum down, St Helens to feed. Bailey inside, gets the ball at the back. Referee said there was a twirling of the scrum. Gives possession to St Helens. Ball goes over the stand again from Vivers. Crashes down on the roof. I don't know whether you can hear that or not. Almost collapses on our cameraman. Off goes St Helens in the meantime. with the substitute who's getting pushed smartly into touch. He's facing a losing battle all the way there. 3 men, Backer, Gibson and Medley. What can you do when they're on you? Ball comes out again. St Helens possession. Dwyer gains precious possession. Precious advantage for them. Here goes Fieldhouse. Looking for the break all the time. Things seem to go wrong. They've had a very unlucky afternoon, have St Helens. Everything they've tried's failed. To be pretty blunt about it. Tony Burke with the ball now. Turns it to Vevers. Inside to Lee. Oh, and a knock on there, but Leeds possession play on. Backer with the ball. Waddle. Gets the ball back. Off goes Brooke Cowden. Gives the ball to Ashton. Ashton to Lyons. Heron. The ball's with Powell. Powell looks. Gives it to Schofield's. Schofield's on his way. Schofield's going to go over again. Schofield's playing with him. Oh, and the referees call for an infringement there. Schofield was almost tormenting the defence there of St Helens, wanting them to make a lunge for him. He thought he'd got away, but the ball's pulled back. Scrum with St Helens to feed. Out to Cooper. Cooper to Laughlin. Comes unstuck again. Gibson trying to prize the ball from his possession, but still with St Helens. Bailey. Dwyer, Bernard Dwyer, upended by Crooks. Gives it to Allen. Allen to Cooper. The ball's with Bailey. Bailey looks for a gap, but all he finds is the massive frame of Bacco. St Helens on the attack again with Haggerty. The ball's lost, but there's a break here. Play on, says the referee. There's a dribble, and is it going to go into touch? Tanner tried to steer it to that corner flag there, under the close attention of the Leeds players, but ran himself into trouble, straight into touch. Referee not happy with the scrum. Ashton to provide. Gets the ball, gives it to Lyons. Lyons sidesteps, gives it back to Ashton. Ashton looks and ducks and dives. Is a little nip and tuck player, this. The pair of them are playing a la Seaborn and Shoebottom of the late 60s and early 70s. Really commanding the middle of this field here. With Waddle running strongly. Mal Reilly must be quite pleased with his side today. He's after a third big name Aussie signing, as well as this man Bacco here with the ball, who's fed it to Waddle. And Ashton does a little kick over the top, runs for the return, but picked up by scrum half Cooper. Cooper to Vevers. Vevers to Forber. Hooker. Mark Lee looks for something. All he gets for his efforts are a couple of Leeds players on top of Laughlin. With Forber. Forber upended in ungentlemanly fashion. Going back to Mal Reilly, his third big name Aussie signing is Andrew Ettinghausen. He's supposed to have flown over to Leeds today. Ball with Gibson. Gibson to Basnett. Basnett tackled down here. Ettinghausen supposed to have flown in today and could be playing today instead of Gary Spencer, but Gary Spencer's done a sterling job for Leeds at the back there. Played really well. Makes you wonder whether Reilly needs to improve this side. Gibson now, looking to torment the St Helens pack. Gets the ball, gives it to Ashton. Heron. Lyons. See, even then, when the ball goes free, it ends up in a Leeds possession. In this case, Medley. And again. and again. Seems that wherever the ball is, there's a Leeds shirt. Here's a kick over the top by Spencer. It's Bacco. Could it be his first try? He's storming over. He's trying to get over. The referee is having a good look. I think he's just inches short. Oh, he's on his back. Yes, unable to ground the ball. Still in possession with Bacco. Gets the ball out. Ashton. Little kick in, a cheeky kick in. And that was a superb effort for Heron. But the referee says no. Still 26 points to 0. But it just goes to show how quick thinking Leeds are there. Ashton saw a little gap. All it was a little touch, and the ball bobbled and bounced. Heron got over. And the St Helens players, if it had been a legitimate move, were nowhere in sight. Here they come now with Burke. All grunting and groaning down here underneath the commentary stanchion. Bacco involved. Here comes Cooper. There's Bernard Dwyer. Bernard Dwyer's run. He's beaten 2 men. He gets taken by the scruff of the neck by Medley. Gives the ball to Vivers. Now with Bailey. They're going to have to try something drastic here at St Helens, because look at this. Schofield again down the right. He's got such a great run on him. He regularly dribbles with a rugby league ball in the same way that a top-class footballer would kick a ball against a wall and run for the return. He knows every possible permutation that the ball can bounce, and he's such a quick man. He's a cyclist, he's an extremely fit player, and he's a superb clubman for Leeds. One of the best players in the country, and certainly one of the best centres in the world there, Gary Schofield. In the meantime, here's Bailey trying to gain some kind of possession and some improvement for St Helens. Inside, nicely done with Fieldhouse. Fieldhouse looks, gets it over the top to Large. Large looks for support and only runs into Basnett and Gibson. Ball now with Allen. St Helens trying desperately to claw something back, but all they are is on the halfway line. Alec Murphy must really be looking for some kind of godsend here. So often in a commanding position with his side, but today they're really clueless. They're just passing it amongst themselves in the middle of the park here, and then they lose the ball. It goes straight to Ashton. Lyons has time to look up and give a little sidestep. Throws the ball casually to Waddle. He gets grappled round the neck by 2 St Helens players. Ashton to collect again, gives it to Bacco. Great roar of anticipation when this man gets the ball into 3 players. He's held. Ashton to get the ball again. Here comes Crooks. Leeds again. Lyons across to Basnett. Basnett running, looking round. Gets it to Gibson. Gibson loses possession and the ball's with Sean Allen. St Helens now on the attack again. Sadly across the middle of the park and not down the wings or even through the middle. Everything they've done seems to have been horizontal today. Down he goes. Powell in command. Paul Forber. Ashton Burke again. Gets the attention of Heron. The tackling of the Leeds players really has been strong and resilient. Look at that. Bacco right round his midriff, round his girth. No way you're going to run away from that. Here comes Ashton again. Fieldhouse throws the ball wildly and collected by Forber. Inside again. Desperation stakes here. Fieldhouse running. possession by Schofield. He dummies two players, he's going for the corner, he's got the attention of Beavers. Is he beaten him? Oh, he can't. Sadly just tackled by the ankle there. Everyone thought he was away, and Beavers is hurt in the proceedings. Meanwhile, Leeds on the attack again. He's going through the middle and he's over. That's Spencer straight under the sticks, all from Gary Schofield yet again. What can you do to counteract something as strong as this? Leeds now must surely be one of the strongest sides in Division 1. It's taken them a while to get cracking, as they say in these parts, but they're fizzing and bubbling over with all the effervescence of a very strong, skilled side today. It's 30 points to 0. The second half. This time the sand bucket arrives. I think the head groundsman must have been having words. St Helens to make a substitution. Off goes Laughlin. He's been involved in a lot of things. He's maybe tired himself out. It's going to happen when this kick's taken and over it goes. St Helens now, desperation stakes. Absolutely clueless for so long. It's all been due to people like Schofield and Crooks, and the favourite Australian here, Cliff Lyons, scored that remarkable and memorable try down the near side flank here. Lost the ball, but they still gained possession. But that's illegal, says the referee, despite the efforts of Gary Spencer. Ball fed by Bailey. St Helens with possession. Out to Cooper. Here comes Vivers again. He's tried everything in the book today. Sean Allen, upended down there. Leaves 25. Vivers again. Gives it to Cooper. Inside to Ashton. Bailey, rather. Bailey with the ball. Gives it to Lee. And possession. Crook seems to have collected there in the melee. Scrum down again. And off. Great roar of approval there. Cliff Lyons played his heart out here today. Off he goes. Signs an autograph. It's time to sign an autograph on his way out. Backo gives it to Powell. Powell hands him off. Turns and gets caught. Waddle. Yes, knocked on. Scrum down. Can St Helens make something of this? Nearest they've been all half to the Leeds touchline. The referee, meanwhile, is having a word with. In the background, you can hear the roar. It's for Cliff Lyons walking off into the players' tunnel. Ball with Vivers. Vivers turns inside. Gives it to the wingman. St Helens Hin. Large, stopped about a yard from the try line. Here's Evans trying to make amends, trying to claw something back now, but it seems like a lost case. 32 points to 0, and Leeds have possession yet again. About 10 minutes to go here at Headingley. Backo looks round, tries to feed the ball out. Meanwhile, the ball's prized from his grasp. Gets into St Helens' hands. In the shape of Sean Allen. Sean Allen gets up. Gives the ball to Evans. Evans runs. Goes nowhere. Sean Allen with the ball. Feeding it wide. Trying to look for an advantage. Trying to play the wingmen, but he turns round and gets tackled by Medley all the same. Referee says there's an infringement there. gives the ball and the advantage to St Helens. And try for the line again. Here comes Ashton. Bailey rather. Vivers. Out to Tanner. Tanner runs, gets his shirt pulled, gets pulled down. Fieldhouse. Allen with the ball. Tackled there. Fieldhouse again. He's running, full of running, this carrot-haired lad. It's a strong lad. He's tried every way. Here comes St Helens again. Forber. Sean Allen there again, trying to get round, but sadly there's a blue shirt every time. Can they do it this time? Straight into Schofield's grasps. One player on the field that, if you are a St Helens player, you don't want the ball to go to. Here they come again. Little wiry Ray Ashton gets the ball, gives it to Crooks. Medley rather. Medley headbutts his way through. Ball with Ashton again. Out to Waddle. He looks round, tries to get to Powell, but Powell's not there. Off to Ashton again. Out to Crooks. Crooks quickly to Gibson. Gibson tries to sidestep. Gets checked. Ball still with Leeds, with Bacco. Pushes and shoves and he feeds his way through. The ball with St Helens. Here they come, Vivers. Forber. Bernard Dwyer. Crunched into the Leeds players. Section of the St Helens fans there saying they held on to him too long, didn't give him a chance to get up, but it's all immaterial now. There's only about 7 or 8 minutes to go. Forber. He's getting pushed all the way back. Look at that. Gives the ball to Haggerty. Haggerty. Look at the ball's anywhere. And now it's in Leeds' possession. They just don't know how to progress. They can't. Here's Schofield. You can guarantee in this game, if the ball's free and it goes anywhere into no man's land, a Leeds shirt will pick it up. Here they are now. So full of running, so strong. 32 points to 0. About 7 minutes to go. Crooks turns inside to Bacco. He loses it though. Bad laps for him. He was looking elsewhere when the ball came to him. St Helens in possession. Stuart Evans barging his way through. Bacco crunches into him, knocks him down. Bailey to collect. Gives it to the hooker, Mark Lee. Here comes Fieldhouse again. He loses the ball to Powell. Powell on his way again. Tries a little shimmy. Gets through 2 players. Arm still free, looking to distribute the ball, but no one there. Does it matter at this stage? Here's Waddle. He runs faster. Schofield to collect now. Looks for Ashton. Ashton gets it. Out wide to Crooks. Crooks round. Keeps possession. Loses his boot though. Keeps the ball, loses his boot. Out to Ashton. Ashton running through. Looking full of running. Here's Medley. Basnett rather. Ashton. Heron with the ball. Bacco, Ashton leads forward. Drop goal attempt there from Schofield. Oh, and it hits the post and comes back into play and back into St Helens' grasp. With the luck Leeds have been having today, you'd have thought you'd have bet on that ball coming back into a Leeds hand. It's full of ideas all the time, Leeds. Really strong side. Here comes St Helens, trying something new. Owen is through, he's sidestepped, but he's checked by Crooks. David Tanner trying to gain some improvement, some advantage, some ground. Here comes Bailey, tackled by Crooks. 5 minutes remaining now, and the ball, would you believe, back in Leeds' possession. Ashton again. Into Gibson. Waddle. Hugh Waddell. Done a lot of running today, a lot of pushing and shoving and using his muscles, his brawn. Another boot lost. I've never seen so many boots on the fixture that weren't being worn. He's Bassnett again. Brooke Cowden. Bacco. Roar of approval whenever he gets the ball. He's not managed to gain much advantage though. This second half, he's run into a wall of St Helens players. They know what to expect with him. Here's Schofield. Ashton. Schofield again. Trying something tricky. Gets the ball to Powell. Powell runs. He sidesteps. He pushes the man off. He has another sidestep. Gets the ball out to Bacco, and Bacco loses it. Lovely move there. Lovely play there by Powell. Really deserved better. St Helens, middle of the park, looking for someone to throw it to. Out wide. Ashton's got it. Tired and jaded. 5 minutes or so left. St Helens. Must have been a long time before St Helens have succumbed to a score like this. 32 points to 0. And to be brutally honest about it, only on 1 or 2 occasions have they looked like going anywhere near the try line. They've never had a conversion that looked forward. Looked forward pass, but the referee says play on. Off goes Large down the right-hand side. Crowd of 12,000 here to witness this match. The first indication of Leeds as a top of the table force to take on the likes of Wigan, the Liverpool FC of rugby league. And look at that, the ball just thrown straight into touch. Large grasping at thin air, trying to collect it, and already a section of the fans are making their way home. There's about 4 minutes or so left. They've seen enough. Ball with Leeds. Ashton, battle of the scrum halves there. Bailey gives the ball to Cooper. Cooper tries something, runs round in circles, gives it to Dwyer. He's felled by 3 players. Mark Lee with the ball. Roy Haggerty. Paul Forber. It's a sad reflection of the game, really, that Leeds have had so much of the possession. St Helens trying desperately to string a lot of passes together, trying to get it out to the wings, and more often than not, it just never appears, never gets there. Here they are now. Can they try one last gasp? One last gasp attempt. Here comes the wingman. Allen. Gives it to Vivier. Ashton. Keeps saying Ashton. It's Bailey. They look alike anyway. Here's Haggerty. Shane Cooper to Bailey. Sends it round. Is it Leeds' possession? No, it's St Helens' possession. Collected down on the left there. Game fizzling out now into a tit for tat. Scramble almost across the length of the field in Leeds' 25-yard line area. Scrum down, Ashton to feed, gets the ball again, cleverly gets round, gets a lot of punishment for his efforts there. Wouldn't be fouled. Ball with Schofield. Schofield throws it wide. Medley looking for possession, looking for advantage, gets tackled inside, gives the ball away though to Allen. Now the ball with Cooper. Cooper turns inside, looks round, no one there, play the ball. On to Evans. Evans to Fieldhouse. Fieldhouse inside to Forber. Have they got time just to make the score look a little bit more respectable? They don't want to go back to Lancashire saying that they've not scored. But look at that, throw the ball anywhere. That looked like a forward pass, but it goes to Haggerty. He turns inside, gives it to Bailey. Oh, and is he over? No, he's over. It's the end of the game. He thought he'd got a try right on the end there. But the hooter just went as he grounded the ball, I think, 3 inches away from the line. Final score there, Leeds 32, St Helens 0. Malcolm Reilly, you must be a very pleased man today.
Yes, the boys performed particularly well today. I think we got the basics right, and our defensive commitment was pretty high, and I'm quite pleased.
As a neutral looking at it, it seemed that Leeds were a lot fitter in every department and a lot quicker mentally than St Helens. Is that a fair reflection?
Well, I think, to be fair, we did the basics a lot better than they did. We didn't make the mistakes that we've been renowned in making in some of the previous games. So the pattern's coming, and we complemented that by a high-intensity defence, and it paid dividends. Saints, to be fair, they moved the ball well, but quite often their offensive play broke down through poor handling.
So you blame it on poor handling on St Helens' part in total?
I would think so, lack of concentration in certain situations, but we took our opportunities well. Cliff Lyon's interception try, that was a crucial period of the game, and we came away, and just after half-time too, we scored.
Candidate for try of the season, perhaps, Cliff Lyons?
Oh, he ran 90 yards, yeah, he's going to do a few more too, Cliff. He's a very talented player, and he's very gifted with service to the outside backs.
From a personal point of view, your hands were tied almost when you were at Castleford. It was not as a bigger club as this, obviously, financially. What's it been like to be in control of large purse strings, as is the case at Leeds?
I think people are under the wrong impression that we're not money bags at Leeds, you know.
A lot of money been spent, though.
There has been a lot of money spent. To be fair, I think we might have to spend some more before we get the kind of team that will satisfy the spectators. And provided the right players come along, I think that we'll be in there looking for them.
Which avenues are you looking to improve then in this side?
Well, what I want to do is I want to get these Australians on long-term contracts. You know, the quality players like Gary Schofield, Lee Crooks, etc. I'd like the Australians not only to come over from mid-September till mid-March or whatever, but on a 2 or 3 year contract.
John Fieldhouse, 32-0. What went wrong?
Everything. You've just got to get it right in training, and we train 3 times next week, and we'll try and get it right.
Have you been training heavily, though, presumably, before every game?
Personally, I have, and I know the lads have as well, but I'm on my way to recovery from not playing for 5 months, so personally I've not been training a lot with the lads. I've been doing a lot of work on my own. So
tell us about your injury then.
Well, personally I'm getting over a bad injury. I've been out 5 months, not played since middle of May, and that was my first game. So I'm up to get back in the first team, and after that performance I think I can do better than that.
It must be one of the worst defeats St Helens has had for many years. What was the mood in the dressing room?
Just a good atmosphere in the dressing room. It's just that we all make mistakes, and today everybody made mistakes. It just made it look really bad.
In what department were the mistakes being made though?
Everywhere, as I say, from full-back to loose forward. And even the subs, even myself, when I came on, I made mistakes.
Mal Reilly, the Leeds coach, was saying that there was bad handling on St Helens' side all the way through. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, but the thing was, like, we could see where we wanted to get, but we was too impatient to get there, and we never got the ball to where we wanted to get it.
And as an independent onlooker, it just seemed like luck was against you all the time. Every loose ball was picked up by a Leeds player.
Well, yeah, that was another point. Nothing went for us. A couple of tries we could have scored. One I think we did score and we didn't get it. So at the end of the day, if he doesn't go for you, he doesn't go for you. And you lose heavily. Sometimes